In just a few short decades, China transformed itself from a moribund, backward communist countries to become a world superpower with gleaming infrastructure riding on a torrent of economic growth. It's one of the most amazing stories in human history. Hundreds of millions of people lifted out of poverty by this economic behemoth. China has accomplished what other developing countries have only dreamed of. But is the Chinese model one that should be replicated? This chart shows China's development from 1990 to 2020 and shows its starting point for GDP per capita and social progress, both of which are at 1. And then we can compare how those two measures of development, economic growth and social progress, have changed over time. China's economic achievements obviously leap out. GDP per capita grows by more than 1,000% from 1990 to 2020. By contrast, social progress in China increases by much less, by about 43%. Now, that's not necessarily a problem. GDP and social progress are different things, and there's no reason they should increase at the same rate. But what if we then compare China to other developing countries? India, for example. India has made much more modest economic gains over the same period, about 350% improvement, about a third of what China has achieved. But its social progress is achieved by almost the same amount, by 37%. Or more remarkably, look at Indonesia. Its economic progress was dented by the Asian financial crisis of the late 1990s. Hence, its GDP per capita only increased by about 250% from 1990 to 2020. That's less than a quarter of what China achieved. But even with much lower economic growth, a much smaller economic engine, Indonesia has achieved a higher improvement in social progress by 55%. Now, this isn't to disparage what China has achieved, but we have to say that its development model has been hugely inefficient in turning economic growth into real human progress. And if economic growth means more greenhouse gas emissions, it means that the Chinese model is a dangerous one for other countries to follow. Growth alone is not enough. We need to find growth that is inclusive and sustainable. And if we're looking for that, China may not be the model to replicate. All the data you've seen today is, of course, on the Social Progress Imperative website. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe, and see you again soon.